Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream, and I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, I'm Kimberly Brock, and for the last 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. And so now I'm on a mission to help other women just like you do the exact same thing. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, it's Kimberly here, and the question of the day is, does it pass the smell test? And you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Well, I will explain in just a minute. Right now, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you who've been leaving reviews. You have no idea how much this means to me. I do not take it lightly that you put headphones in and listen to me, or on your computer or your Alexa device or whatever it is. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I wanted to give a shout out to Michelle, who left a review. It says, "This podcast is full of helpful information and a must listen for women in business. Kimberly Brock is a powerhouse and an advocate for women already in business or just starting a business. Her wisdom is infinite. Her guests have been interesting and helpful too. Loving this. Can't wait for the next episode." Oh my, Michelle, thank you so much for taking time to write that. Thank you. Thank you. And if you have been listening to this podcast for a while and you have never left a review, I would be so grateful. You don't understand what it does for me. It helps me mentally and it pushes me forward. And I just want to thank you so much. But it also helps Apple spread it to people like us who are just building businesses that we love and trying to do the right things. So if you have never left a review, I would be so grateful for a 5-star review. And if you are new, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any future episodes to help you build that business that you love. So let's get on to the episode. Well, hello. I'm so glad that you are here today. I am talking about how you can run some of your business decisions through the smell test before you move forward. And you're probably wondering, what am I talking about? And what is the smell test? Well, just as you probably have a refrigerator, and before you eat some of that food that's been sitting in the back of the fridge, you run it through your own smell test first, right? You open it up, you look at it, you smell it, you make sure that it is still good before you eat it, right? Because if you don't do that, you may eat something that makes you sick, right? Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about today. But in terms of big business decisions, and namely all of these workshops, masterminds, group programs, courses, anything that is really expensive that is being marketed at you. And you may not even realize it. It's being marketed to me too. We are all victims at one time or another of buying something that we shouldn't have purchased, right? You know that, whether it be at the mall or wherever it is. But right now, as business owners, there are so many ads and marketing tactics used to really prey on our vulnerability. And I just want to have you stop and think before you move forward with anything to make sure that it is worth your hard-earned money. Because I love you all, right? I do. I want to protect you from getting into things and wasting money on things that aren't really going to move your business forward and that aren't really worth it. So I just wanted to share real quick. I had used a business coach a while back, and I'm not going to say anything about this coach, but that she was a female and she was wonderful, wonderful. And I don't want to say her name just because I'm sharing something that she told me. And she had mentioned that she had gotten into a high-end group program, like a mastermind workshop that was marketed to her. And she thought it was really going to catapult her business and help move her forward. And so she joined it. And it was at the cost of, well, I'm not going to say what she told me because it might give it away, but it was under $50,000. So I'm just going to say that. So can you imagine spending that much money to help propel your business forward and then find out that it wasn't what it was cracked up to be, and that the other people in the mastermind in the group were all just trying to, or many of them, she said, were just trying to get fame and be able to say, oh, I was in a mastermind with so-and-so, or I was with so-and-so. And she didn't really feel that it was an authentic group, and she didn't get out of it what she hoped she would. And it made me really sad, and it made me sick to my stomach thinking about how much money she put into this and how hard she works and how easily any of us could fall victim to that. And that's why today I just wanted to be mama bear for a minute, just like we do with our teenagers and our kids in our lives, and say, think before you do something. Don't be impulsive. Don't do what everyone else is doing just because everyone else is doing it. Think for yourself. Make smart decisions. All those things we tell those younger people in our lives, we need to tell ourselves those too. And we need to make sure that any large, significant purchase or membership or money we spend into any type of program is really going to be worth it. And I have 3 ways that you can run it through the smell test to make sure that it's something valid you should do. And I want to tell you this too. I am no different than you. I'm getting marketed to as well. And, think about it. On your Facebook page or anything that you are doing online, you have probably looked at websites and they have been tracking you and realized that you are interested in business, or that maybe you are a business coach. You may have gotten categorized that way with how you set up your Facebook page or your Instagram or anything you said. Because of that, you are getting targeted ads to you every day. You are being targeted, and we all are. And as business owners, we do the same thing, right? We target people that we think are most likely to buy our products, which is awesome. But buyer beware. There are so many out there that are touting what they're offering and making you feel like you're missing out if you're not part of it. And it can really suck you in and cause you to waste money. Now, I'm not really talking about inexpensive programs or workshops. My biggest concern is that as a new business owner, or if you have been even in business a few years or whatever, that you may get sucked into some type of program that costs $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and it's not really the best fit for you. There are so many awesome programs. Don't get me wrong, a million. And in fact, I hope I have a vision for myself that I would be able to create a program that is a higher end program that is totally legit, authentic, and real, providing valuable information and really one-on-one personalized help. That's my vision, right? But other people out there, I'm just telling you, do not truly have your best interest in mind. And this is common sense, right? You know this, right? But I don't want you to get sucked in. I know many of you listen every week. Thank you so much. Many of you have downloaded my free tools. Thank you so much. And many of you will go on to purchase my future programs and the one that I'm about to release here very soon, which is awesome. No matter what stage you are in with me, whether you just found me or you've been here a while, know that I see you as my student. I really do. I want to help you along this journey. I am only wanting to help you build a business that you love, that means something to you and to the world, because I know how much mine have meant to me. So I want to protect you. So today, before you get sucked into any program that you buy online that could be thousands of dollars that you really don't have in the early stages of your business, even though you are so yearning to do the right things and get access to the right type of information, please check yourself. Don't do it unless it can pass the smell test. So what is the smell test? Let's get to it. First of all, do you really need this right now? Okay, so I want you to think about that. Is it on the path to where you want to go? Is it right in your lane of what you need right now? And if you can say yes, then awesome. Move on to the second question. But let's ask ourselves, do we need this program? Do we need to take the time to be a part of this? Because if you pay a lot of money for a program, you're going to be spending a lot of money on it. Now, as I said, there's masterminds, there's workshops, there's all kinds of group programs. But I can tell you from personal experience, I have gotten involved with programs that were awesome and I actually learned a ton. But I'll tell you what happened. It was not the right time because it actually diverted me off my path and caused me to lose momentum in my business. Now, this was a while back and it kind of slowed me because I was learning all this new stuff, which obviously I want to be the best consultant and coach that I can be to help advise people. But let me tell you, it took me off my path. And then I had to regroup, get back and go, oh yeah, I was really trying to do this so I could be making money, right? So make sure it is on the path, it is in the direction you're headed, and it's where you need to be spending your time right now. If it is not where you need to be spending your time, then let's say no to that. But if it is, then you can move on to question 2. Are you just experiencing FOMO? And you know what FOMO is, right? Fear of missing out. Are you wanting to be a part of this program for fear of missing out? Because you don't want to be the last man standing. You don't want to be the one that doesn't know this really cool information, this really important information. I'm telling you now, there are no secret tactics that anyone is using. They may have their spin on the way that they're doing things, but there is no secret tactic that is hidden that nobody knows that if you pay enough money, you get to find it out. Okay? So know that. All of us coaches, all of us that are marketing our services, that are helping people, are using the same information, but putting our spin on it and putting our take on it and taking our life experiences and our business experience, right? That's what I've done. I'm taking everything that is available to learn and to know about your business. And I'm adding that to my 20 years business experience. And the success of my business is everything that's worked and hasn't worked. And I'll be totally honest with you what's worked and hasn't worked. And I just want to make sure you're not doing it because you think you're missing out on something, because a lot of times you're not. A lot of times you're not. But then there are some amazing programs that are well worth the money. But you are going to have to discern that because it's going to be hard. You're going to see reviews, you're going to see testimonials, and everything is going to suck you in. And it's almost like they do a Jedi mind trick on us, right? They make us feel like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. This is the end all be all. It's just like that purse that you bought 2 years ago that you thought, oh my gosh, I love this purse. It's amazing. I never need another purse again for like 10 years. But what happens in a year? You're like, oh wait, the styles have changed. Oh, wait, I actually do seek something new. So just realize that just because you spend $5,000 on a program, there will be another program, another carrot dangling in front of you that's going to entice you and want to buy that too. So tell yourself right now, I know that if I spend this money, this is not the end all be all. And there will be something else that I will have FOMO on. I will want to be a part of. If you can honestly say, I'm not doing this for FOMO, I'm not doing it for that, then okay, let's move on to 3. And that means you've checked 2 of the boxes, okay? So what is the third question that you need to ask yourself to see if it passes the smell test? Is this person or group that I'm following an authentic group? Are they in alignment with what I believe and where I'm headed and the kind of business that I want to run? Because I can also tell you that I almost got sucked into a very expensive program myself because I followed the person. I got tons of great information. So thankful, so grateful for all the information they've shared for free. But the more I dug in, the more I just wasn't feeling right with this person's beliefs and the way that they were sharing how to conduct a business. And it just wasn't settling totally right with me. And I decided, you know what? I don't want to do this. And I'm so thankful I didn't do it because I have found other people to follow and other advice that feels truly like me and how I want to run my business. And it's settling perfectly. And I'm like, yes, this is how I feel comfortable doing this. You have to build your business in the way that feels most comfortable to you. And if you're following someone or you're following a group or you want to be a part of a group, please make sure this is the real deal. And it's just not, fluff. And just to be a part of something, think of my other coach that spent tens of thousands of dollars on a program that was not worth it. And she did not get any of the great information that she was hoping to propel her business. So think about that. I just want you guys to be smart. And the only reason I've taken the time here today to share this with you is that it's making me mad. I'm seeing all the ads, even on my social feeds and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I start following someone and then I start digging deeper and getting their content, which I love. But then I realize this is not the best information. This is not authentic. This feels slimy. This feels super salesy, and I don't really feel like they have my best interest at heart. I feel like they're just trying to promote themselves, okay? So I just don't want you to get sucked in. I think there's great programs. I think there's some that are worth it. I think there's some that are valid and will truly help you. But when you are in the early stage of business, even though you are the one that needs the help the most, you have to be the most discerning at this point. Because if you're not, you're going to be led astray. Again, those 3 questions. Is it leading you down the right path? Is this the direction your business needs to be going? The second question, are you doing this by being impulsive and just fearful of missing out? And the third question is this authentic? Does this person's views feel in alignment with me? Even though I need guidance, I don't really know what I'm doing, but does it feel authentic? Does it feel real? Does it feel like a real human being is going to actually help me? Or am I just doing this to be a part of a group, say that I've done this, say that I've got this little certificate that says I finished this or I did that? Do it for the right reasons. Be smart about the thousands that you spend in your early stages because you don't want to toss money out the window. You need to be focused on what you're good at. So ask yourself today too, what am I best at? Here I am. What am I on a mission for? And move toward that and then get help from people or groups that align with that. So that's all I wanted to say. I kind of got on a soapbox today, but I just want to protect you all. I really do. Because I know that we could all be victims. I'm a victim. My last business coach was a victim. There is plenty of people that are victims every day because the marketing is amazing right now. It's amazing. It's pinpointed and you are a target. I am a target. So we all have to watch out. So thank you so much for listening. I want to tell you, if you are starting your business or you've been in business a while, please join my private Facebook group because I'm in there and you can ask questions, get ideas. You can ask about programs too. If there's other programs you want to ask about, hey, there is enough to go around. I know I've got things coming out here in the future, but if you ever want to ask about any other program, feel free to in our group because we want the best for you, right? So please join the Facebook group, link below. What else? I guess that is it. Just so you know too, my program, What's the Best Business Idea for You, is coming out here very soon. So if you are still struggling with what type of business you should start, finding that perfect idea, or maybe you have a friend or a family member, let them know because I've got this program coming out. It's not going to be expensive. It's going to be something that will really help your journey. I've got beta testers as of today. Beta testers working on it now. So I'm super, super excited. Thank you all so much for being here. And again, links are down below in the show notes. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com. And yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey
And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.